I apologize that you are not my sister." At arrivals, Nathan blinked at the woman in front of him, who was holding a pink duffel bag, and she looked at him with the same bewilderment he did, saying, "You're not my Uber." The sign he was carrying, Erica M., drooped slightly in his palm as they both chuckled awkwardly. He looked down at his 6-year-old daughter, Mia, who was waving shilly at the stranger. "I suppose there are two. I'm looking for my younger sister, who is coming to visit for the first time after years of us going through things." The woman smiled and pushed a loose curl behind her ear. "Well, I'm Erica Monroe visiting from New York, and apparently being picked up by the wrong single dad." Nathan laughed guiltily. "But Mia believes I can do no wrong. Isn't that right, sweetie?" Erica laughed warmly and honestly, and something moved in Nathan's chest. "Could I at least provide you a ride while we wait to find the other person?" Mia nodded seriously. "He burns toast a lot." As the automobile traveled through the rainy streets of Vancouver, the question he asked the wrong pickup changed into the right one. Erica M. Nathan discovered that Erica was in town for a significant business summit. She was the CEO of a sustainability tech company, and contrary to what Nathan expected from someone in her position, she never checked her phone. Instead, she inquired about Mia, and they discussed bedtime stories from school lunches about Nathan's late wife, who died 3 years ago after a quiet but brutal battle with breast cancer, and how he had moved cities to give Mia a fresh start. "She still cries for her mom sometimes," he acknowledged, "usually when I've already run out of good answers." Erica didn't say much, but her silence felt like listening, not judgment. At a red light, she turned to say, "I lost my mother when I was 11. The silence never really leaves, but neither does the love." The twist occurred 2 days later while Nathan was cleaning the counter of the coffee shop he ran, a small but comfortable space sandwiched between a dry cleaner and a bookshop. "My COO needed coffee yesterday, so I took her here. She fell in love with the place and said it was the first time she had ever seen a child play in a cafe without a screen in front of them." Mia was sitting in the back building, a castle out of sugar packets and napkin holders, when she saw Erica Monroe in designer boots carrying 2 coffees and a bright red folder. "We've been looking for you," she said. "This cafe has heart, and I'm looking to partner with small businesses that give communities a reason to slow down and connect," said Erica, laughing. "That's just Mia," he remarked, thinking phones are dull. "Why me?" she asked, setting the folder on the counter inside a proposal for funding support, a mentorship program for single-parent entrepreneurs. 3 weeks later, Nathan stood in front of a crowded room of small business owners, investors, and dreamers, introducing Erica, who was launching her new initiative, Heartline, a venture supporting underrepresented small businesses with real, human values. She paused and said, "Because you picked me up when you didn't have to, you didn't rush, you listened, you were kind. That's the kind of person I want to build something with. I thought I was simply picking up my sister at the airport, but instead I met someone who saw potential in my little cafe and, more crucially, in me." He glanced at the woman across the room, whom he had met purely by accident, or perhaps so he cleared his throat. Sometimes the wrong turn brings you home, and in the Indir Samia made a new friend named Auntie E. Nathan found more than just an investor. He found hope. And Erica found something she didn't even know she had lost: a little faith in the everyday magic of human connection. Sometimes all it takes is one wrong pickup to change everything. Weeks turned into months, and the little cafe became more than just a local favorite. It became a community anchor. In addition to providing funding for the expansion, Erica would occasionally appear behind the bar with Nathan's apron on her sleeves, giggling as she destroyed latte art. However, she was so good at discussions that regulars began to ask, "Is that the Erica Monroe?" Nathan would seem to be unaware while shrugging, although he was aware of her transformation into someone he and Mia knew, in addition to her professional identity. The 3 of them stayed late one Thursday night to prepare for a storytelling night they had begun hosting. Mia was sleeping on 2 chairs when the fairy tale lights above her blinked. Nathan turned to face Erica and murmured, "Not so much anymore," as he watched her breathe. Even she was shocked by the compassion with which Erica gazed at Mia, thinking, "Perhaps she feels safe. We didn't need to say anything more that night because of you." Love arrived in quiet glances and last-minute dance parties in the kitchen. After school pickups and grocery lists, and before he could think of anything better, she met his eyes and said something deeply understood, but unsaid. It came in the form of everyday moments layered gradually with trust and time. After losing Mia, Nathan had come to terms with the fact that his life would revolve around her and his memories. But Erica, without ever promising anything, reminded him that healing doesn't mean forgetting. Rather, it means creating space for laughter and second chances for someone who chooses you even when they don't have to. The official partnership between Erica's company and the cafe, as well as dozens of others like it, were covered in magazines and blogs. But what no article could adequately convey was the expression on Mia's face the day she called Erica Mom. It just slipped out one drowsy Saturday morning, cereal bowls half full, cartoons humming in the background, and Erica froze. Nathan froze. It began with a name on a sign, a mistake, a moment of kindness, and it ended with something deeper, the kind of family you don't find, but feel like you build slowly like a good cup of coffee or a second life. Sometimes the wrong arrival leads to the right destination. Mia looked up to see if that was okay. Erica's eyes glistened more than okay, and Nathan felt completely whole for the first time in years.